Let's start with this, and I want you to listen very carefully. Go back and pull up the videos of Tariq Nasheed, aka Marcus Sanders, talking about his past. Everything that that man said and the things that he left out line directly up with the information of who he really is, which is Marcus Sanders. I'm talking about the different states and cities exactly matching up. Alabama, Birmingham, Detroit, and then finally Los Angeles. This is no coincidence. This is no coincidence. This is the same person. Tariq Nasheed is Marcus Sanders, or should I say, Marcus Sanders is Tariq Nasheed. I told you they have to come up with a different name to throw you off. So when they introduce themselves, you don't know any better because you're not thinking, hey, I don't trust this guy, so I'm not going to take his word for it. If you meet someone today, a stranger, they would walk up to you, shake your hand, and say, hey, my name is so and so. You wouldn't have any reason not to believe it. But see, this is why you have to change your mentality. You never trust anyone. You never trust anyone. You make them earn that trust. You make them earn that trust. And it's something that you continue to make mistakes on. You start supporting somebody, some stranger, because they are indeed strangers. You don't know who they are. You don't know their past. You don't know what they have done and what they didn't do. You only know what they tell you. But everything that they do tell you, you know it's a lie because it never adds up to what they are currently doing now. It never adds up. It's like they're talking about an entirely different person because they are. They're making it up as they go along. Just like they made up their name. Tariq Nasheed, or Marcus Sanders, he tried his best to leave Marcus Sanders behind. It was just too much linked to that name. He killed somebody, he was convicted, and he got out of prison because he told on some kingpin that allowed him to strike a deal like getting out of prison. Whomever he told on, this had to be a kingpin. This had to be a heavy hitter. It wasn't a fucking dime store fucking drug dealer on the fucking corner. It was somebody big. And it could have been several different people to strike a deal like that. He didn't want you to find this out. This ruined him. He's done. And he knows it. That's why he's trying to think of something else to introduce. And I'm going to start a music group. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Ultimately, he'll be coming back to you begging you for money. He's trying to find a way out of all this other true information. So he keeps trying to deny it and say, hey, look, I don't know what their brother's talking about. But why is everything lining up, with everything that you have already told the people? So did you lie to the people and say, hey, I lived in Birmingham, Alabama, I lived in Detroit, and then I came to Los Angeles? So did you lie about that? And what are the odds of you, even if you did lie, what are the odds of you calling out those exact cities and states that was on the police report concerning Marcus Sanders? It's no coincidence. That's him. That's him. I wish I was there to see the look on his face when this information came out. I know that nigga started sweating immediately. I know he was so angry that he just could have ran through a fucking brick wall. And at some point in time, after those two emotions, he came to this emotion, panic and despair. What in the hell am I going to do? Because there's no way out of this. I can keep trying to deny it, but it adds up with everything that I already told the people. You should have kept your damn mouth shut. The only reason why you wanted to share some of your past It's because I was on you so hard. So you had to try to, yet again, try to prove me wrong about something, and you ended up fucking yourself. You're done, man. I'm not going to stop these videos either, so I don't care what the fuck you do, man. You can spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week trying to get in touch with YouTube and crying the blues. You're done. The next time that you contact them, make sure that you tell them about how you murdered someone. Don't leave that out now. Don't just tell them bits and pieces, but tell them everything that's associated with the reason that I create videos about you. Don't leave anything out. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been supporting a murderer. You have been supporting a person whom has kept so much information away from you. That alone should make you walk away. You cannot trust him. You absolutely cannot trust Tariq Nasheed, Marcus Sanders, whatever the fuck his name is. He made that name up to throw you off. How many people did he criticize for doing the same thing? I mean, he so-called ended different ones' careers. One of them was Zaza Ali. Come on, man. You didn't end anybody's career. You a big old fucking snitch. Nobody paid attention to him calling out information on Zaza Ali. I mean, doesn't that make him a snitch? How many people did you call out information on in another setting, like the police station, some kind of fucking meeting place where you meet detectives? Because you love calling out information. You big old fucking agent. You really tried to keep this shit away from the people, but it got dug up. I appreciate the YouTuber that came out with this information first. I'm telling you, hey, listen, look, we need more people that's willing to dig for the truth, because the people deserve to know the truth. They really do. People have given this man millions of dollars. They trusted him. They gave money to a murderer, a person that didn't have any decency to not kill a person, simply because that person was going to tell on him. You should have been a man and took the time. And by now, you would have been out. You would have been no good for society, but at least you would have paid your debt to society and you wouldn't owe them anything. But I got news for you. It's about time to pay the piper. I've gotten word they don't need you no more. And you know how the white man is. They never make good on any bargains. It never turns out good for the person that's striking these deals. They gonna lock your ass right back up. I guarantee you. This time is gonna be for something else. It won't be for murder, unfortunately, but it'll be for something else. And it'll carry just as much time as if it was a murder charge. They are going to lock your ass up and throw away the key. You're done. I know you don't like hearing that. I know right now you can't sleep a wink and you are thinking to yourself, how can I get out of this? I need to raise $100,000 so I can pay my fucking mortgage for 365 days. What am I going to do? These people, they're not going to give me any money. Not due to all this information that just come out. Nigga, you are Marcus Sanders. That's already been proven. I've seen this everywhere. I'm not talking about on YouTube. I'm talking about in other sources. You are Marcus Sanders. I mean, I can guarantee that. I have no doubt you are Marcus Sanders. And I have no doubt that you did commit that murder. Oh, yes, you did. You did. Own up to it. Be honest with the people for the first time. Be honest with them and let them know, yes, I did it. And I kept it from you because I was ashamed. And also the biggest reason is I was trying to con you. And hell, you wouldn't have given me millions of dollars up until this point if I had told you the truth. It's all about the money for you, isn't it? Huh? It's going to be your downfall. I told you 3 years ago that this would be your demise. And here it is. Well, actually, I said your arrogance would be your demise. And this is a part of your arrogance because you thought that you could get away with it. You really thought that you could get away with this. You didn't think that this would ever come up. Well, here it is. Did they promise you that they would hide this for you? Is that what it is? Did they promise you that they would bury it and no one would find out this information? They did a good job up until this point, but I think the same people who promised you this were the same people that actually let this information escape them. It was on purpose. You're done. You really are going to have to put that wife of yours to work. I wonder if she will be willing to still stay with you, finding out all of this information. Did you tell her that you murdered someone? Did you tell her that they let you out of prison because you struck some kind of fucking deal? You turned some people in and then you moved to LA because you had to. Not because you were trying to start a new life. You had to get the hell out of Dodge because if you didn't, someone would have gotten to you. I wonder, are these people still looking for you? I'm going to find out. Don't worry. Don't worry, my friend. I'm going to find out very soon. Very soon. And my first question to that person, if they are still alive or anybody that's close to them knowing about the situation, my first question is going to be this. Are you still looking for him? Nigga, you're done. You are done. If I were you, I wouldn't be concerned with trying to collect thousands of dollars. I would be concerned that everybody know the truth about me. And I would be taking down my videos, my channel, and I would get missing. I would at least try to have these people forget about me so that I can make a proper escape. Because if you don't, and you try to play this bullshit out, or you try to wait it out, it's going to become worse. And you're going to wish you had done exactly like I told you to do. I can promise you that. I can guarantee you that. You're done. Ladies and gentlemen, this is never personal. I don't want anybody to think that this is just a personal attack on Marcus Sanders. You deserve to know the truth. You have given this man over $1 million. He constantly continues to beg you for money for all sorts of reasons. He's always doing some type of project and some type of this and some type of that. But how come no change? How come nothing is different? How come shit is worse than ever? How come our brothers and sisters are still dying by the hand of racism and white supremacy? How come we still have our brothers and sisters, some who are still starving without any food? How come none of these problems are solved? This man has had the money and also the time to have at least put a small dent in these situations, but nothing has taken place. See, you don't have any defense for that. And for that reason, you're angry. His diehards and the people that's dedicated to him no matter what, they're angry because they have no ammunition to use to properly defend this rat fink, this government agent, this murderer. Take your pick because he's everything that I just called out.